Hi everyone, Harrison here from LED Torch Shop, here with the Lumintop MOONBOX. Now this is a brand new one from Lumintop. Really cool looking light. A little bit different, which I'm super excited about. But before I get into light, I'll show you what we get in the pack and then we can dive straight into it. Da-da-da-da. First of all, obviously you get your Lumintop MOONBOX, but I'll just put that aside for now and then we can get into that a bit later. I'll show you what else you get in the pack. You get your USB-C to normal USB cable because it obviously is rechargeable. You get a warning card. You get a nice lanyard. Also comes with a pocket clip, so you can sort of have a few different ways you want to carry it. Now, obviously, you get your Lumintop manual. Now, these manuals for Lumintop especially are worth a read. There's a lot going on with this light. In different ways you can sort of configure the switch, different switch options, because it does have two at the front here and one at the back as well. So there's definitely a lot going on with this light, and yeah, it's definitely worth reading that user manual like I always recommend. Diving straight into the Lumintop MOONBOX now. So really cool, different looking light from Lumintop. It's rechargeable. You can't take the batteries out at all, so they will just be in there, but it is fully rechargeable, like I said, and does have a power bank function. So if you just remove this tab at the back there to sort of open up your charging ports, it's got your USB-C and your normal USB output as well. Now, a cool thing with some of the Lumintop torches at the moment, Thor Pro and stuff, does have a sort of battery input output, sort of what you got left and everything display, but on those ones you got to sort of take the end cap off the torch to get to see that. This one you don't have to, so all you have to do is sort of turn it on. You've got your sort of LEDs display. You can see what battery level you're at. So it's saying I've got 93%, 5.1 volt output, no amps because it's not using anything. It's just, yeah, sort of just powering that display. So it's all ready to go. Now you do have a nice pocket clip, not deep carry, but a really sturdy sort of stainless steel pocket clip. Now it is IP68 rated, so 2 meters submersible for about 30 minutes. Also 1.5 meters drop resistance from this bad boy. So really sturdy light, sort of all aircraft grade aluminium sort of construction. Does have some nice sort of knurling, or I suppose sort of cutouts there, some jimping there. Now it is running off CREE XHP50.2 CREE Gen 2 chips. Really good sort of match up here. I'm glad they didn't sort of try and put the CREE XHP70 in there. It would have just been a too big a chip. So the 50 is a really good option. Orange pure reflector is just a floodlight really. Doesn't have much throw, about 225 meters throw, but it's really nice even floodlight. And I find that pocket clip actually feels really nice in the hand. If you've sort of got it set on sort of an output that you want, that pocket clip really nice where your thumb sits. So design is actually, from a square torch, it's actually really comfortable in the hand for sort of long periods of time. So the battery that's integrated in here is a 21700 battery. So it provides lots of run times, especially in those medium modes, like I always say. Those top modes that sort of are that are advertised, I suppose, I reckon, of just for those quick bursts. And it does have that momentary button at the back there. But other than that, I mean, it's a fantastic looking light. For a square torch, sometimes I feel in the hand, they can feel a bit awkward, especially those bigger ones. But this one actually feels great, especially with that thumb placement on the pocket clip there. Quite comfortable. Got your lanyard hole sort of around the back here. So yeah, you can either carry it in your lanyard, in your pocket. It's actually a really decent size. So you are going to feel in your pocket, but I think the trade-off for being square and compact, yeah, it's not too bad in the pocket. But that pocket clip's going to be sturdy enough to chuck on a bag or something like that as well. Jumping into outputs and run times though. So this thing, like I said, orange pure reflector, going to throw light absolutely everywhere. So don't expect much distance out of this, but for a floodlight, it does a great job. Moonlight mode, you get 1.5 lumens, so that's going to be great for reading a book or reading a map or just sort of seeing where you are in a room or anything like that, a tent, or in a car. That 1.5 lumens is more than enough light. Jump up to your low mode, you're going to get 60 lumens for about 36 hours. So a huge amount of runtime on those sort of lower modes. Medium mode, you got 400 lumens for about 6 hours runtime, and that's heaps of spread and really nice light coming out of that 400 lumens. High mode, you get 1000 lumens for 2 hours. So those mid modes is where this torch really excels. And then you get a burst of 12,000 lumens on your turbo mode, and that's going to run for about 30 seconds, and then it's going to drop down for about the next sort of 5.5 hours. So yeah, that 12,000 lumens, really good burst sort of output, and then those mid to highs is where you want to see this torch at. Not a lot of heat dispersion, so it will get quite warm, but being quite shallow, I found that heat didn't sort of carry through the handle too much, and the buttons stayed pretty nice and cool to sort of mow down and things like that. So yeah, tons of functionality I can see with this light. Really fun to use, really cool to pull out, and it just sort of sits on a table really nicely. So you can see how small that is in my hand and how compact it is. I don't know if I can get up and show you sort of in a pocket. You can barely sort of see it in a pocket. So tons of functionality in this little light, and you also obviously get all your sort of output through that LED display. So it does also have a lockout function, which I find great to put in your pocket or your bag. And the lockout function is actually great. So that front switch there, when it's locked out, you can have it as sort of a momentary, I'm pretty sure it's just on a low mode, which is actually great for if you've got a really quick task to do and you just want to whip it out of a bag pocket. You can hold it down, it'll stay on for you, and then you can just let it go, and it's sort of locked out in your bag. Easily unlocked though. It's 4 quick presses of the front button, and it should just unlock. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's, don't know if you saw that quick little flash, means it's unlocked and you're sort of right to go. It'll stay on now. And to lock it again, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, that front one, and it just flicks again. So really, really easy to sort of lock in and out, especially if you're getting it in and out of your pocket a lot, or in and out of a bag, pack, whatever. And I just like that in the lockout function you can use it. So yeah, it's not going, unless something in your bag's pressing down on it, I don't think that's going to be a massive issue with the lockout. But yeah, it's just nice and functional for an everyday sort of carry light, I reckon. So definitely worth a look. I'll drop a link below to the MOONBOX from Lumintop. Really fantastic light, and yeah, definitely worth checking out. Lumintop just got some fantastic lights out. They're really pushing the boundary of what sort of the conventional light is going to be. I think they've definitely gone away from that tactical sort of 18650 regular 21700 light, and they're bringing out sort of stuff like this, LEPs. So great brand, definitely worth a look at them, and yeah, go grab yourself a MOONBOX because they are really cool, and I'm definitely going to sort of keep one in my pack, or pretty much in my pocket, and use it as my everyday for a fair while now. So just really get that long-term review and see how it goes over time for sure. If you're looking for a pocket light, I think these ones are really the go. You want something a bit squarer and something that's going to sit in the pocket a bit nicer. So especially for a 12,000 lumen light, that's pretty compact. Thanks for watching this one. Got new content obviously coming out all the time, so keep yourself up to date, hit that bell notification, and I'll see you on the next one.